Hey everybody, it's Briggsall, and I'm doing another World of Tanks replay. Now this replay is, I'm going to say it again, it's a little bit different. Now the reason I'm going to say it's a little bit different is because of two reasons. One, we've not seen this tank before, in terms of the fact that I've never had it up until very recently. This is technically my 13th battle, that's 13th battle in the AMX 5100, as you may all notice as well. This is an autoloader, which means that it fires 6 rounds and then you have to reload the whole of the 6 rounds, the next 6 rounds, which means that it's got a really good rate of fire to begin with, then you have to reload for 30 odd seconds and then you have to reload, you can fire again. This is great for when you're in close quarter combats and you need to deal a lot of damage very quickly. The problem is you're very vulnerable, especially in this tank, which has got quite piss poor armor, I must say, and getting up close and personal to something really bad is very dangerous. Now, my gun's just loaded. It's taken from the start of this video to this point right now, barring the 13 or so seconds there was for the intro, for the gun to reload. So it's taken about 30 odd seconds, 34.5 I think is the actual number of seconds it takes. What I will say here though is this round, this map, this mission is really great. I absolutely love this round. It's the best that I've done in this tank so far, and it's probably not going to be beaten anytime soon, especially in this tank. So let's see what happens, shall we? So some of you may not be familiar with the fact that this map, I've wasted a bullet there unfortunately, but this map is actually changed a bit. They've added a little conquest zone, or a little zone in the middle of the map in the town over there, which is what I thought they'd eventually do. They may have been playing on the Euro server already, but this is the American server. It never had this map, or this proper map anyway. It had this version, but it had a version of this map, but not actually the right one. What we're going to do here is I'm going to focus on this Sherman, the Easy 2, I think it's the Jumbo. Either way, it's been destroyed. Now at this point I think I decide to reload. Yes, I do. Pressing C with an auto reloader, even if you've only spent 2 or 3 rounds, will automatically start the reload process. I'm starting it now because I know when I get round this corner in a second I will have something else to fire against. So here we go. The M5A1 Stuart there is going to do a little bit of scouting for me, and it's going to spot the Hummel and it's going to spot the 38 NA. The Hummel will take a couple of shots from the M5A1. The NA is going to be completely ignored until I get into her area, and I will take it out in 2 shots. I will say that the penetration on this gun is really good, but the damage is only 220 or what is it? 240 damage, which means it's not exactly the most powerful gun, but putting six shots down range on something can wield quite a lot of damage. I've done 1,000 already, and I've only hit somewhat. I've only done 6 hits, so that's 1,000 damage in 6 hits. We're in really dire straits though at this point. We're even in terms of tanks, but we are struggling really badly. And it's time for us to go in and try and reset as best as possible. Now I've reloaded again because I only used 3 rounds that time, so I reload quickly. It means when I get into this little fight here I should be able to do a little bit of damage. I completely miss the point. I mean, I don't shoot at the AMX on purpose because I know that I might waste a shot on this. So I'm going to focus on something that I can hit, which is this T-34, even though I'm looking at the KV-1S. The T-34 is going to get a shot off me, but I'm going to get 2 off on him. And 1 bounces, the second one hits, the third one he's not going to have time to shoot me, and I'm going to cap him. There we go. So at this point I'm on 4 kills. Now let's just recap here. The NA, the Hummel, the Easy 2, and now the T-44. T-29 goes down in 1 shot because I get a really good shot on him. I miss a chance to hit the T-28. That is a little bit annoying. I wanted to kill that T-28 as quickly as possible. I've got 2 rounds left, which means that as soon as these 2 rounds go down, Hopefully I get a good shot off. It bounces. My next one does do some damage. The problem here is that I am being flanked on all sides. The AMX does a nice little shot at me there. The IS-6 is round this corner, which can do even more damage. And I also have a problem with the T-28 being still up, which means that any kind of shot on me is going to do some serious damage. And I have to reload. I'm only halfway through reloading at this point, which means I've got another 15 odd seconds before I get into danger. If I don't move, I will die. The shot misses. Very nice little miss. Reload comes back up. First shot is death for the T-28. The second shot is death for the T. Down, I get interrupted by a phone call, so I have to come back at this in a fairly quick time. The IS-6 is in a decent position here. It's got 200 health left. I may be able to get a decent hit off here and stop him from destroying me. It's possible. I have a problem though. The AMX is coming right behind me. I'm in a bit of a shitstorm here. Let me pause it for a second. The AMX can do damage against me because I'm pointing in my rear, and the fact that this vehicle has got really piss poor armour. The problem is the IS-6, if he gets a hit off me, is going to take probably around 350 to 400 damage off me, which means that I need to focus, in all honesty, I need to focus on the IS-6. I get really lucky because what happens is the IS-6 takes a hit from, I think it's the Type 59, and then the AMX does a little bit of damage to me, like it takes half of my remaining health, and then because of my superior reload I'm able to obviously destroy the AMX to finish that off. I make a mistake here. I think to myself, I'm invulnerable now, I won't be able to be destroyed. This T-34, I know it's at about half health, I can get it with 2 shots. The problem is, I'm in the middle of a reload, and I've not got enough time before this tank pops up on my right. It takes a hit on me. I'm at about 3 seconds here to maybe 4 seconds at this point to reload. Reload is in, and he kills me. As soon as the reload's finished, he kills me, and I am fucking pissed, honestly, because that would have been kill number 10. I will stop it there. There's no point going on. The AT-15 and the Type 59 come in and just surround the T-34, and it's a victory. I don't stay to the end. I just ditch it here because I'm a little bit pissed off. But I will say this: this tank, if you utilise it correctly, you put it in its right position, you make sure that you conserve the ammunition that you need to, don't take silly shots, this tank can be fantastic. This tank is also used a lot in tournament play and professional play by tournament game users, teams, whatever. The AMX 5100 is a very useful little tank. It's got shit armour, it's got very little health, there is no upgrade to the turrets, you're stuck with one turret. Yes, there is another gun, 100mm, better penetration, a little bit more damage. Yes, that would be fantastic to get. I haven't got it at the moment, unfortunately. I've only just got the tracks, so I'm still one short on the engine and one short on the gun. So when you get that engine, when you get that gun, this tank becomes a fantastic, even better tank than it is already. And I have to say that when I had the MX, the one before the MX4 1945, I was a little bit disappointed because the armour was really bad, but the penetration and the gun was fairly decent. I mean, it's pretty good for its time. But as soon as you push over to the 5100, it is worth the grind. Grind the shit out of the 1945, get the wins, get the XP. It's worth it. Anyway, this is Briggsell. Apologies for the interruption before with the phone, but you know, you never can get away with that. And see you next time.